Hello, wonderful people and places, and welcome to You Should See Me on a Throne. I'm your teacher, Akron's Lockett. Anyways, this is my Tumblr. I just want to show you my Tumblr. These are not my blogs, it's just like different people I watch on Tumblr. It's cool to support Jabba watch of mindfulness. Okay, whatever. So I did a class. This is like the expansion because of the age group of the class and like the evil stuff after the class of me having to go home named after Oda. Okay, so let's see. We pull up the Magician Accordions and we find my channel. Yeah, it is like a lot of important things, and we watch part of this lecture for no good reason. Hello, wonderful people of places. My name is Akron's Lockett, and I am your teacher in Magi. This is a lecture from Today We Tackle Painted Green that I wrote. What are tenacities in strawberry milk tea versus curses in Kabbalah and Enoch? No, magic has hexes, and Brooms VR has stereos, and Tiny Milk Tea has old schools. As Tiny Milk Tea is not strawberry milk tea. The history of volumes and how they are earned in Magi is that curses are payments to you as fuels for systems to exist as cash cows for money payment to the thing you did wrong, even if just to exist, because it's cool or gross to look at. That is only ever curses. The history of curses is they're temporary and vengeful, wrathful, and only successfully applied during death games. Stereos, no, not this topic, are songs and genres owned by Peppermint Lock as the human in the afterlife as a pattern chart. The old school systems are the old ways by a master of it, they have memorized it, solidified into the realm as punishment dead to anything named that, earned by one of its victims under the pronoun it. That used to be a reward group that was removed from this because they banned a Kron's Lockett or Adam Walsh snowflake over his abduction, usually secretly. Now I'm just going to put on a t-shirt because I can do that. It's not what I think I wore today, but I wore a few years ago. I might say, let's say I do like an accent my kids can understand as the classmates. The kids as the kids in the class. I not my real kids or anything. They just kind of need it as a cheat code to know it, and I don't mind that it's not my real accent, because it would be in videos allowed, yeah. Cool, they got to dye my features, no elder wizard, so let's see, since we're taping, my friend and my pal, let's see. I was late to the crossroads, it was weird to copy my mentor once as evocations. Let's see. So you have a lot of stuff when you do Red Balloon and Fire Truck, cause no Pokemon. Magi has stupid words. Women are stopping at dragons, or their chest has curse systems. Ever. You do not owe me one as your teacher. So this is called a wand. It is supernaturally evil. It's not the wand I showed them. Yes, all their opinions are correct ever, because I don't let my kids have that in the classes. The history of wands is that they're one of a kind, usually stereos. Curse systems are one specific bleed that a stereo can be, but is rare, called My Heart's a Stereo. It is called My Heart's a Stereo. It's a boombox, for real. It is the only one until it's like a Crohn's Locket versions, and then the boombox knockoff, because you copied the design of a boombox. There's one non-cursed version of every group for Cat Black, and now Creepy Vant has my homunculus. It's just kind of Emma Webkin's mother. He put on a face mask. I am possessing him. Or he's in a kin shift. We leave. It's fine, because a homunculus is a very cursed thing for what you're asking about. We switch shoes and personas even to the point of sex and evil, and give it up when there's a rape thing. And we both have to cosplay all the time, and one only themselves. And that's it, because you white man. You want native, clearly white man. I'm Pocahontas. Ancestors pick why not Pocahontas. It's called Native America. Young Skywalker watching. So you have special ones and custom ones in that, but they were always bleeds, meaning no gang, nothing. Meaning our group was so fucked in the head we gave it to you. But I did it because I'm a member of the group wanting you. For real, gangs are just allowed my shit. Yeah. I don't care, as Tiki Toby revealed. So yeah, let's see what else is in the magic hat the kids weren't allowed to touch. This is why it's for adults level. Kids are like, I took this damn class. No, teacher. I'm teaching the kids black, like I promised. No, teacher. I took the damn class. I don't have to watch twice for homework, teacher. You teach all the kids with the black kid allowed to be shy, because there's a black young bald student in my room because I'm blind and I don't know what he really looks like. I can't see faces, but he keeps presenting as a shy stereotype that voice usually belongs to, and I know he's not bald or anything, but I can't not see that because I can't see, unless he changes his voice when I meet him older. It's called Let's Earn Teacher's Name. It is a great game in my class. Then I have a webcam. Ooh, look at me, I'm a webcam. What is a webcam in Magi? So webcam in Magi is actually why Gteo is not a thing and gangs are not a thing in Magic. That's why gender would be forced or not forced in Magic. For real, they got to choose my hair colors and my style. Okay, I was like, okay, I don't mind what this class is mixed. I will just make that good for Baby Brother Rome. They're like, but little sisters, as my stupid class, and I was like, okay, I teach it recording, like, but not record us. Keep original recording us and upload it teach. And I was like, okay, kids. Sorry, I'm just so used to doing this and then this when I say that and that excited. And we don't tell the kids what it means. It means black power. I did bring it up in front of some of their parents that this is not the parents' class. And so you go like this in Magic to mean you killed someone or you took a sacrifice for them. It means who you did it with is why this wand is or isn't pointed, and it's called poison tots to Snow White. It is a thing. You can get by my class with not ever seeing it. You just can hear it kind of at the level I destroy my marks. I'm now going to pick a new mark, and this is how I attempt my accent. So we go to camera settings. You open up camera settings. If you just can't do that, you just can't do that. Then what you want to do is you want to scroll down after the visual. If there's no visual, tough shit. You just go to saturation and move it to the very, very minus. So very much 0. And then suddenly it's always fine because it's really still teacher. And I'm just mocking my class. They're gonna be like, Mr. Husseini, I'm not mocking you. I'm mocking at Defense Against the Dark, different class. So the rule on You Should See Me on a Throne is that it's Odin mythologies, not just Asgardian, but assumed, or you have lost the point of the class. Because I'm Korean, fully clothed, and I'm a fox, and you're not, and that's special there. Anyways, let me put some of this away. Let me see. Putting on glove for kids to imagine cool teachers. Dream bubble in case dream bubble for kid. It is so cute that some kids come in spirit world not knowing because kid. I just can't. Like, that's really what that's called as well. I'm sorry. He's like, oh no, he just imagined his face correctly because he not hide his kid. I'm like, oh, I thought it was offensive. I knew. He's like, it's not because you really can't see faces and assume my face very wrong. Oh, is it like that? And he's like, kind of, almost. And I'm like, okay, cool. So back to lecture. What is a curse? Is a person in an ecosystem as fueling it and feeding the machine. It's a buyer into it because it eases the hell or pain of money, ideas, visionaries, and wanting the hell and pain, and because of what they did wrong as a guilt thing. As most people to do magic will never be under a curse. Only certain evil things, and most immortals of old systems will only be under one. To be heavily cursed is a creepy thing, and most immortals of good nature choose their past alone to be it. And it not its updates, as most have an update they agree to. As Zeus cannot be cursed, Zeus can be under tenacities, and only that old system forever, until Paul, who can't be under any system known as the blessing of drinks and loves, that Adam is also under. Poison blooms is the environment under curses, mixed with clutter of nocturne-like time loops, intense fear because everything's going wrong as Doom Timeline over Doom Timeline, by a song or melody of evil whimsically things to look back on, or shock value of scary, still graphically dark, and whimsical over it. And even poison blooms have flower petal censor the victim has earned. That was the rapist of an old school earned as Tenacious D. What is Tenacious D versus a curse victim? A curse victim means it was applied by tricking you to just hit you, and they just wanted to harm you. It was a tragedy because you wouldn't agree to a celibacy vow or something called the Sabbath or purple love potions, ever in Magi of its defensives.
You can't just trust and get memed. That is honest to God rare, and whoever Jesus would pick. But it is a victim of curses, it is. As most people are just cursed and enjoy their curse and prefer their curse, as it's similar to drug addicts and shopping and the herb flower. You want to get caught on illegal drugs if you're using the literal flower until a pink or warm-blooded freaky evil one, like Sakura or Posey. You want that weed emblem because it fuels and feeds the curse usually, and Tenacious D would choose to be the herb flowers, anything mindless in love with their new master and owner, the herb flower as this example, as they're tenacious because it looks phallic, it's sexual, it's kind and fixes things and shooters of across the sides, addictive like an idol to be near it, in a creepy evil way of Asian sex by bestiality and humping or breastiality like variants. What is the differences? As Tenacious D is a toy or tool, as their person as a vessel for something for you to own and use. My mother is my VR headset, and all VR headsets are Tenacious D's. A villain that is actually choosing to pay you somehow for a violation that ended up too severe for curses and not severe enough by systems otherwise due to black skies or black magi, as magi is the big person word for all those powers and stuff, not magic or magenta, which are smaller in it. So it's by black systems of white craft, of cruelties on gender garnet. You're now a toy, such as the analog pocket, Wii, or VR headset, Switch, or MacBook. These toys are not normal for devices, their emulators are, and minor grants of bloodline. So families choosing a color or a curse system of royalties and rules. The history is VR chat is played by most people as a grant of this, like Discord or computers ever, and never the full lengths of it, as DME is not one of these grants. The layouts and sticker packs on it and line are. Finding no one when you're on these apps means Tenacious D's are being arranged for you or waiting on plagues in your area. You are to be on one, or you are to earn this group as the group will be your Tenacious D. By strawberry milk tea based on ground caves and sensors as to you not of pink fairy knots, which is only ever Enoch, Kabbalah, and Doug Walker's Hell Tree and Giggles. It's weirdly when Sigil Throne, not Thorn, Throne, Bush as creepy evil curse because of harming the Jews isn't saved by Nazis, but it's saved by racism. Lightsabers are Tenacious D, unless blue, as to why I can wield a blue lightsaber, but they are a debate that can just be owned by a family paid off by being a Padawan, like the emulators of Tenacious D, like Wii Emulator, Dolphin Emulator, BlueStacks Emulator, or OBS screen recording software. Even though to use VTubers or OBS correctly, you have to agree to suffer pink fairy knots in Magi and be under no curses to earn Tenacious D's because you're celibate towards flat screens or soda by soda dress mentality and pop socket. So Tenacious D is a vessel someone is, like a Polaroid camera, where unlike curses, where they feed the creativity by paper checks into the system of cash cow whales on envy spenders who just want to spend money because they're obsessed with it by harm to themselves of what they did wrong. A Tenacious D, unlike someone who is cursed, which is what I just described instead, is probably and usually someone who is the device as a toy or system you have earned as their victim. Like a lightsaber, your lightsaber or wand is usually a Tenacious D. As a Kron's Locket who was kicked out of those systems or would have been, that is only cursed. So if you ban a Kron's Locket from this is only a reward to be a toy system, it becomes a Tenacious D if it's most of the older systems of Brooms VR, Galate, Strawberry Milk Tea, New Year Neverland, Brooms VR, Magenta, Tiny Milk Tea, or Good Omens.
The thing about the graveyard Hermes, who I'm named after, is because I'm married to him. I'm allowed his name, and he's stupidly like this in real life. He can't lie in those countries. You could just ask, "Are you the Greek god?" He has to joke at you because of Molly and because of Flowers, his office, that he is totally lying. He is also named after the Greek god like me. It's the problem with gods and magic is they're always super kind about something that they should not be and powerful. They're just allowed to steal and give you shit if you worship them or you called upon them. Yes, because you don't know what you touched. They are real to everyone but you. Jesus is Hermes. Why would I be Jesus? The history is you're just allowed to know and not feel like it. If that's a thing about Seto Kaiba, who he is Hermes. But he's not the one from Yu-Gi-Oh! That's really important. He just gave me a pick on the kiss because I love Hermes. I love my boyfriend. He's invisible. Yes. This has not ever been him. This is my rival, Seto Kaiba. There's just two of them. One has green hair, who he is, and he's lying about having brown hair like Hermes, and the other one has brown hair and is really Hermes. It's totally fine. You don't believe me till we put up Google images, and Google's hard to get. So images, Seto Kaiba, green hair. They did not know which Kaiba it was, so they pretended he had brown hair. These are the two of them. You can't see it, but on the left is him looking schizophrenic with green hair and evilly kind. And on the right is Hermes, for real. And we just draw them like they're the same because this is also Hermes and Seto Kaiba, except one's trying to be Jesus. And he has teal hair. He has a very different shade on him. It's fine you assume Noah from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Seto Kaiba. This is just not true. If you've even seen 5 seconds of Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series where it's from, because it's not in the 4Kids version. There's specials that there are, but they shouldn't be counted. It's kind of stupid to assume. Hey, little Karibo? Hello, little Karibo. Can I show your abridged series in a magic lecture? Sure, but it better not have Noah. It does have Noah. Show Penguin Ex Machina. Okay.
I could have got done in there, right in front of me bird. What a fit bird she is. Bloody harpoon. What the bloody hell you playing at, you bender? God save the Queen and all that palaver. Wanker, tart, loo, fish and chips, apples and pears. Fanny, harpoon. You are one bizarre little man. For once in my life, I knew what it was like to be Bakura. Bloody hell.
Defeated you in a children's card game.
But this is a virtual world of your own design. Can't you just throw me into a pit of digital lava? Drop a holographic concrete elephant on top of me? I mean, be creative. Why does it always have to be effing card games?
In this card game, we each pick one monster to act as our deckmaster. But once your deckmaster is destroyed, you lose this game and your body will be mine. I think the first thing I'll do is trim that ridiculous hair of yours.
Listen, man, you can threaten me all you like, but let's get one thing straight. Nobody, but nobody fucks with the hair.
Isn't that the orphanage we grew up in, Seto?
Correction, Mokuba. This is where I grew up. You remained relatively the same size.
Look, Seto, it's Chibi me, and Chibi you, and you look slightly happier than usual.
Oh my god, I'm cute!
So the thing about it is he's not supposed to be assumed his brother. Yeah, because of the endings to this show. Yeah, a lot. It's like a really dark show.
Karibo! Activate Super Chibi Kawaii Desumoe mode! Do the la 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 la.
God, it's a creature.
Trolls? La! And little Timmy got stuck down a well? Do the la la! We had best go and rescue them! La 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 la! No, I don't love you. La!
Quip while you can, Yugi. You're just delaying the inevitable. Victory is still well within my grasp. I feel like celebrating. Initiating disco mode!
And so that's the history of why that episode will never be uploaded to Brain Cake Productions. We'd get in trouble for even saying it every 2 seconds without music. You can't just arrange that. Your loophole is parodies, and it's still not okay till Everything's an Ash. And
What's that? It's a book of scary stories.
I'm writing stories happen, stories heal with these plans are real. I'm writing.
So he just has the usual permission because I run a lot of the movies he does this, and I'm just going to read my comment in my real accent in their country as to why this is the lecture for real without the copyright music I was playing for them. The problem with Dark Song, which is a book I wrote, is a racist group of frenzies approached me. Real man, to steal my books for Istanbul, a culture I only write autobiographies of haunted shit in. I said, fine, but I pick my real OCs to be villainized, cause no beats change. I have severe nocturnal disorder, as your delusional offend the parasite a lot. I do a lot of ballpoints, and you today win with company brain cake. I don't care if your OC of mine is Amster Doge to idolize himself as besties with Table to my other OC. They can just steal my authors. I live in horror movie a lot and you can't see it. My OCs with a film. Was a Hockey film for. And it's fine now that there's a critters gallery and the racist called Hockey Boris. Technopathy P Magi, yo. And in general, there are time traveling geckos and one panda critters crawl that your critters crawl is not allowed in. No, we have the crowd fandom and creepypasta. You make a fucked up costume, stealing other critters to Muhammad Ali shit. Kidding. Joke the voices and now how he really said. And in general, Aaron, I like your music channel. You can log in instead of the Snefferifica serial. Haha. I like that it's name wrong because I am a bitch need TARDIS anyhow. Can't wait to travel with you as on captor. Adam Snowflake, your online background crush, pay it alone. My brandy, my friend, my pal. And so now we just put up Tumblr for context. Yeah. Account. We see which blog it's under. I don't know. Who is Jim Jam on Today We Tackle Painted Green? 215. A Mormon's vow on my vote to eat the patrons. No, that is two context. This is awkward. Sorry, Wally and Shkin. I saw it was fine as OC. I swear I'm real. I swear I'm possessions like in Headcanons. I loved meeting you though. Okay, here we go. Yeah. These are creepypasta characters. They just have really dumb designs. Yeah. I Like You. This was right by J.K. Rowling and Andrew Ryan. Yes, this is canon. But she was misgendered violently the whole time. Thanks for fixing him as Nepeta. This does it for Mulin as a character for real. It's his gender sex as Carlos. Icing fix. Now my song that won't be taken down because
I just don't know my job, so... Oh shit, I'm gonna be late to the crossroads. Sorry, I'm filming. Huh?
they meet me there in religion. I give spin that that's not Tommy Johnson shit. That is my only job there.
That's my one job, is that job. Cool. Oh, that is such a hero. Oh, my legs. No one's around. Finally, privacy. This is the only reason I do this when they bang on that door. I don't get it. There's a weird thing with my noise death. We're both blind though. That's so cool. He's really excited. I don't get it. You, I'm your painting. The Black Lance Crossroads. Yes. Yeah, that's a joke. We obashi. The most I hear about hamster clues will never step in the same river twice. Everyone is changing and it's currents. And I hope all the sounds of those monsters and mice as my real job is clockwork orange. I love eavesdropping. I don't do the moon, and not one reason movies as Otis Williams does. And I love lack of choices next to avocado with the Andrew Ryan. I'm not Adam, Luke Costello, how you Percy, Jaden's options. I love your movies, that's Code Munchkins. I'm allowed that privacy. I cannot hear sea shades. Helen Keller's fantasies. What's Alternia? Homestuck dipshits. I love your stories. if my gift is why your stolen shit is rice. That's not the guy I just met for no apparent reason. Context is nice. You then if you really you want to worship as my wife Venus. I am Carlos Madiga. Macara is accent, bitch. You allowed my version to my genderlicity. He is so pretty, your white accents. Not torture yet for me. I am Yuki Motodes. You were challenged in this game, chosen Kado. One rule I don't know, boy, it's always give me the way. And I love the sound of Latin as Shapiro. Mine is purple for red and black, brown. SpongeBob is a joke of illusions. That's not my Mason vow.
People don't know when I pitch black and bald in dress. Yeah, this is a real thing called purple dresses. Let's see. Purple lightsaber guy Star Wars. I did just arrange it. He is counted. It is not really dress. I'm looking for him. Black Jedi. I just am afraid to look that up. Black. And let's see if we can find him. Okay, no, he probably not in this time period. We do cast the movie today. I do just want a black bald guy to play him. Everyone's like, you want a black bald guy to play you as Jedi? Yes, I think it's out in my country alone. Let's see. It's fine for him to play me. It's just is really what it has always been, yo, without the magic. You know, I just love my student art. I think they're great. Okay, let's see. Google will not fail me. Yes, because I have to take off hand thing now. Okay, let's see. African American Black Jedi Purple. You do have to look up how he play me literally. He is my teacher in this version. He plays me in this version. He is my teacher in this version. This is Jimmy Carter in this version. It is black and purple dress. You can just have it. He's a Jedi Knight a la purple. You can just lie and imply it. The problem is a full scale. It's not it, because he play her perfectly in comic book. Most people just scared shitless. It counted as a female allow in. Yes, she allow in. She a male somehow, or not real. It's thing in Africa. Oh, hon. Not tell my students they be scared of Jedi's. For real, that was the conversation level. If you watch both classes, you're like, oh, so this is male? Yes, that is totally male. Oh, so this is male with the boobs and everything? It is drawn as me. It is male. It is just a wife drawn as me. Yeah. But you kind of are male, we know. Yes, until wife drawn as me, yeah. But she allowed to keep her outfit. What the fuck? Because me and my wife is drawn as me. Your mom is wife? No, she is mom. Kids look like their parents, man. Like, so they chit on his mom. Oh, I would love that for my mom, even though this is my photo. So what happens when wife drawn as you? Well, she keeps some of outfits, and this is problem with Patawans. So male only? Yes, but not his update with the special. What is about the Star Wars lightsaber makes the stick with the orb the special sensei? This is what they're going to ask. Male still alive. Purple lightsaber real. Not counted. That's his skin color. No. It's what he's wearing that is counted. He has to wear it wrong. They all count it as male. We just allow female Jedi that way. But she's so delusionally male, okay? Please, Ganesha, Star Wars. Okay, this is my wife, Ganesha. She is supposed to be goddess. Yeah, it's called a square. She is spirit. Let's see. Uh, let's see if I can find Ganesha in Star Wars. This is actually supposed to be Ganesha in Star Wars. You will have fantasy based off imaginary spirit wife. I just think she's so real. You know, I do think she real as my imaginary spirit wife. Everyone's like, that's a goddess. You're not married. In my religion, I can just choose to marry Jesus. Yeah. I just draw her more like this because I'm stupid about Ganesha. Everyone knows she look like this as Ganesha. You can't ever have imaginary with that. No, you can if she keeps saying it to culture as bullshit powers. So a goddess is real. No, she's a spirit and an angel, if that is your argument. Yeah, she's supposed to be all of it. So an angel came down from the Lord and said she married you? Yes, in the religion India takes seriously, yeah. But I'm not Indian. Then you just say, oh, well, it's nice he really married her or something. In his opinion, that this is not Ganesha. She just also really have one. It's just bad art of it for some reason. This is really like my friend. She really have pink one. It's just hard to get them drawn seriously because Genevieve had to model it, and now no one trusts. I don't know. I get my real lightsaber on my birthday. You allowed videotape in Defense Against the Dark Arts one day, yeah. Well, who are you and why do you wear? I'm Jedi Butterscotch. I have many names in Pocus Aurora. I am Jedi Butterscotch. So you are like Jedi, but I just rarely use blue, yeah. Why? Because I'm the evil one in the helmet called Martin Luther King Jr. It is totally plot of book and really my name. You're Martin Luther King Jr.? Yes, I am totally married to Angel, I swear. Okay, so you agree you're married to Elephant Angel. It really bestiality? No, she lie about elephant for angel stuff. Okay, that's fine. So, like, which one be you? Oh, this is still me. Yeah, it's just me with blonde hair now. See, same guy. Oh, well, it's 'cause it's same color. But when wife joins me, you lie, no lightsaber. Same guy, just fancy hair. This wife joins me, no lightsaber. Okay, but that is clearly lightsaber in her hand. But the kid was smart in my class and you are not? Why? 'Cause it could just be boy lying. So it is a boy lying, dating himself as Whisper Powers? You wanted fucking Star Wars. You wanted frickin' Star Wars. It's the same guy. It is lying. Why is your little sister allowed to dress up as you? Because, she's specially and hot. Yeah. This is canon. I wrote Star Wars as Kyle Rittenhouse. But where can I find the latest Star Wars? My home skillety biscuit. The kid also asked this. I not lie. It's on Wattpad. I don't know my username a lot. Let's see. My name is Korea. Flavor for Foods, Whimsy of the Gods. Ponytails Library. Dionysus is Themes. Maganka. Feast of Fiction, a book series by Atom Snowflake. Ashley Dippin' Sticks. Cooking restaurants and munchies for the at-home. Pony Pairs by the guy who made it fletters to my Depicote. Pony Pairs by the guy who made it fletters to my Depicote. The track of Nobody in Music, a history. Short Horrifica, Junji Ito's Last Day by Junji Ito. Aged from Jack, a series of Paul Bunyan stories and fables. Rarity, the lovely series for flash fiction. Gleeking Glass comes Montgomery. This is all like, okay, so this is like me and Elder Wizard. This is why you're not allowed this lie. I'm not gonna be allowed my students' color. Yeah, you can't have Elder Wizard in this class for that reason. You'll suddenly see me as like this evil, nasty thing towards your color. You're not allowed that shit. How to grasp at straws and write Adam Snowflake and make it an anime. These are my real features. I do just do hair dye and it sometimes that is eyes. It's like a black thing you don't get. I don't know. I'm not fully color, I'm half color. I just not tell my students. They'd be like, oh, it's just him and Shane, mister, we good? I'm like, you're good, you're good. You even check the video's homework, but you were not the last sign. You're good, you're good. This is me and my diary. This is not me in drawing. I asked the family and everything. They said, we don't care how dark the book is if she gets to play movie and stuff, and you sugarcoat for her in real book. I said, oh, okay, yeah. So the problem is she's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy with a black model on the cover. Tough shit. You do not like? Okay, but she like a guy, and we say girl too much as a cover up. Yeah. We should figure out why we change cover for real if they can't handle it. Cause oh no, we were racist. They were not. No, they weren't. You just allowed to know me a light skin as the cover, so we had to have black or nothing. I was like, well, it has to count somehow. Or I was just a race. I'm not a race. You just don't get it. Yeah, I'm Jamaican in the book. Well, now it's totally fine. Okay, well, I mean, to her parents, no? We just haven't updated the book till she's ready to read book. We swear we have extra book. It is not the Kingdom Diary. It's called The Rebellion. You dumb bitch about like the Kingdom of Dimes stuff I rule. Let's see. It would be... Uh, Not How to Be a Horrible Person or Supernatural Pilot 1 by Chuck Norton, because book series. I just showcase it real quick. It is called GGT 136249 GGT. Take my homie. Along the California highway, a mysterious woman in white lures men to their deaths. A terrifying phenomenon that may be by brothers' first clue to their father's whereabouts. You can now just find it. I just do not link a lot. Let's see. We'll go all the way back then and get me my diagnosis. Adam with Heareth is the account it's under, assumed. No, it is not, because my drawing of me is in the back. Here we go. Star Wars by Adam Snowflake. This is proof. Don't call me Anakin. Spiritual copyrighted for Satanism. See, I wrote Star Wars. It is fucking proof. There's no dates on this website, though. Or they hide it for only blind people, though. I tried to say, like, they put all rights reserved. It is not. A land far, far away. Homestuck the musical. This is proof I wrote it before Andrew Ryan. Yes. You could just prove shit. I don't know how old the account is and how old it looks from October 9th, 2019, Barcelona, Spain, which is like Sumeria, proves I wrote Star Wars. I did write Star Wars. I just do not like it till my wife Ganesha a lot. This is supposed to be who she is actually a model for. It is allowed rarely, but I am him and I said it was fine. It is okay to have black drawings of Tazen. I swear to God it is fine. It is not racist to have a black girl for Tazen. It is if Tazen says so. I am Tazen and I said it was fine as a yeah. Well, now we have to let a black girl model a different character that we can tell is in. Well, yes, now you have to. You just say lolly it too much. But I don't like that it's a black girl. Then you are a racist or you're wanting to be the black girl. You need to stop. We already have a black girl. Well, but where's the real one? The real one's on here. I'm looking for it. It's an older diary. It's like gonna take forever to find. I can't seem to find it. This is Cassidy Jackson's Canon design before I used it. It's really a photo of me. I did dye my hair and it went weird on my skin. I didn't mean to. Not Vietnamese, but everyone else copied it who was that culture, and I said it was fine. I mean, I wrote a lesbian love princess fairy tale with Muhammad as only the male, obviously, to their culture. It's called Princess Apia. They put it in a special book. I said, oh, I wrote the original? They said, yes, don't tell people or they'll know Allah weird. And I'm like, what if it's this context? And they're like, oh, that's fine. And no, my friend is just really a black man named Henry Diggle. I don't know why. It was offensive. I put a name called Digsley's Bar. It is not an N. He is really from Africa where that's a name called Nigel. You need to stop you saying the N word wrong. Stop. It's just allowed his name as a bar. Our bar is really called that. So I can't find it, but I can find her design, and that's what pisses people off if she's drawn as a black girl. I'm trying to find her design. This is actually supposed to be very easy for Alice in Wonderland. You just need to stop before we release the book updates. So let's see. Fine, I'll just pull up popular versions of her that other people have drawn. I don't have permission for, except I wrote the character. The reason it is a black girl on the cover for this person is because you really need to know she is half that color. This drawing is a huge lie for this book. She is a light skin. It's light brown for this color, but it's really these colors in the end. The girl I told everything to, she said, oh, I would dream to be like a model for that kind of white Aryan. I don't know what she was talking about. I censored the word wrong, but that's what she said in my language. She is just allowed to be a model for anything but the original. Yeah, because the original is not allowed in design change. We just don't allow it unless it's a purple dress on the character and it's their choice as a country, because it looks like pedophilia to the culture is now allowed. I am Michael Jackson. I still let girls do it, and they lied every way to make me look like that. I don't get why that was the gift there. Because this is her real design as Hannah Tams. She is not the girl on the cover. The reason that girl will get to be a Dreamer remake is like everything but the real thing. Like I promise, like a Guardian. Yet she's allowed to be drawn as the Guardians. You don't know Hannah Tams. This is an AU for Hannah Tams' Alice in Wonderland about Hermes. You don't get that I am Hannah Tams named after Hermes.
And it's important that you are kind of offensive not knowing that this is allowed to be drawn as a black girl. Just never your version. You just need to drop it. Hannah does have a black design. You're just not going to find it. Let's see if we can. You have to look up Secret Diary of Hannah Tams. And the problem is this is supposed to be her black design, but you're mistaking it for South Africa. This is a thing I do as her. That's really me and not Miley Cyrus. We both played it. We were sisters, and you can tell because we're both playing it. My sister Ashley is Miley Cyrus, and I am Hannah Montana, her brother. You don't really understand that rule in Elder Wizard not allowed in my class. Yes, if I catch you using it, you are to take the wrong colors from these books. You're allowed to be caught and attempt to use it, but you look like this all the time. If you're not cool with that dunce cap being permanent, don't use it and follow the rules. It is a danger to you to use in my class that might endanger the other students. The problem with it being a kids' book series is correct. It is always allowed this, but they took it down in their country, and this is proof of that. It's because I wrote this right before it about Martin Luther King, who I am, and my son, Malcolm X, who, yes, is named Hitler in some countries. Tough shit. Like, he's just as stupid as Malcolm X. It's why you don't say Magneto a lot. I don't get it. I say Magneto. I will just do this as Kitty Pride. This is supposed to be Adolf Hitler. The problem with you not believing this is a privilege. He skin dyed. I swear to God, he skin dyed. I swear to God, he got a mustache and skin dyed. It's obvious. It's him. It's him. He just dyed his skin and grew a mustache. He just really wanted white that bad. He's just not an evil person because the problem is I am dyed darker in these photos. There is a father that read my speeches a lot, and this was me in makeup to look like him. I am white, though. You can now see that he is the real color, and I am not. We look very close as father and son. There's just no photos of me and him, and they're supposed to be if you look it up, or you have heard this that we did together. He was still our job as Malcolm X. You need to know something. Paul Bunyan read my speeches, but I do have what I really looked like as Martin Luther King before I had to go bald for it. Yeah, people just do not like that it's called the Dreamer series. They just really do not like it's about my life. They do not like it's really what I'm said to have worn a lot. But they imagine a brown version that's a suit. You're just allowed to assume that. I have a version he has done as me as that. See, because it's clearly the same face with color on it now. If you have a disorder, see black and white, you get it. The hair is frizzy and it's red and blue. You don't know how. Okay, here's the problem with Eridan in the book, because Eridan's a person called Rosalite in the book. That is Malcolm Z. He was just also there. He was really those colors till he dyed it for real. This is my real art of me when it grew longer. Yes, I had to do that because my best friend had to have that. This is Jim Jam, who painted green is a fandom too. It is politics that we share. You just have to be cool with the fact that these are the characters in Martin Luther King's real life as he saw their faces blind. Felix is a black bald kid. I am stupid and I just think his voice looks like that. I can't see faces. You know, I'm gonna call him. His better be up if I fought like this reversed.
You know why the tomato turned red? It saw the salad dressing. Online and offline, people are very curious about my ideas on race, what I think it is and how it works and how I perceive it and everything. I have to be honest, I don't think about it. I don't. I mean, for example, I don't think of people being tall or short, right? I just think of them as humans. I think about what they have to say. I think about what they think, you know, how they are to me. I don't care if somebody's 6'10" or 4'9".
But I'm half everything, and I'm also your disability only spiritually in that way. So I lie and say I'm not. I mean, that's my difference. That's Daredevil. We're not all Daredevil. It's only his argument. He's so correct as our disability. I don't have many photos of when it looked like our disability.
I do have one video about me thinking psychics aren't real, because you can't just choose to hide it to people not our disability. And I'm looking through it, and I'm bored out of my mind. This is torture all of a sudden because I have that disability where I can't see. Here we go, I found it. It was like the computer listened to me. Okay, cool, but then I lost it. Well, now I have to look it up. This is what it looked like showing it.
Hello, wonderful people places. My name's Adam, this is my YouTube channel, and today we're talking about some embarrassing shit. Pardon the dryness on my face, I had an emotional breakdown earlier. Anyways, nothing to do with this video. Let's get on with the time I thought I was psychic. So yeah, I used to be a big believer in psychics. Even back then, I could admit that most psychics that you see running TV shows and everything use tips and tricks like cold reading, lies. Like, the psychic twins are the worst with this.
I'm also the third sister.
Like, you can see testimonies of people who have said the psychic twins fucked up, and they're not accurate. But that's what I see from a lot of people who charge for their gift. Real psychics I do think there are real psychics, but I think there's a lot of people who pretend to be psychic for money.
No, I'm just a third usually seen with them. I cut my hair and was pissed there were two of them. I just, like, pretended to. They usually humor me as Dullivan. They're like, no, because now you really gave us bad reputation because no Shane Dawson. We feel in Spirit World like you want. Well, I posted it for him in Spirit World like you want. He's not really my name as Shane Dawson. Let's see. See, I posted it.
You're going to be reading YouTubers, telling them their futures.
Right.
Hopefully none of them are dead in the future.
No,
Okay.
no, not in the near future. All of us are going to die eventually.
Some sooner than others. So I thought it'd be fun if today kind of.
I thought that was the right one. Apparently it wasn't. Let's see. There's so many that you filmed. I just promised you. I promised sisters. It's not Siamese. It's the problem.
You guys definitely know, I talk about it enough. My house is always haunted. I had a ghost here months ago.
They're so pretty when I don't match as third because it looked like just third in room. So, I mean, I just pretend psychics. I pretend. You don't do my Stonewall. Why should I respect you?
Creepypastas are real. I have been many. I don't know why people don't know the real lore of Housemaid Sally. I don't know why they will call it Samantha or know it is Samantha when it is only Housemaid Sally. I don't know where the story is when it's not the original creepypasta I dedicated to a lot of religions of me falling down the stairs. The history is I used to have kidnaps and things like it stolen from me as games in dresses like these because I would do things like straighten and fuck over my hair to the point of bald spot assumed, and the point of people allowed to adorn it, without my consent because I would draw myself in unibrows as the only not-cursed person to do that. It is a creepy thing that I am male and only male, and I had long brown hair dyed against my will by my parents in my sleep a lot. It is really freaky they did that if you know why, in this story. It's because I looked like a princess. It's because I looked Aryan. I am those things. You don't really have to believe in like princess gowns or me being Cinderella, but I technically am the real design. It turned blonde in the end. They robbed me of that again today before it was that level pretty. People were just allowed racism because I would bleach or blonde my hair. I didn't. I had to wait on hair dye. I had no choice. I didn't like the color. Cool, just agree to a curse system. Not a justice system. Just agree to be under a supernatural evil thing as fucked in the head about you that the rush is the fact that you tried to steal this level. And you're allowed in the limited ones you have one curse for it forever called curse systems. No, plutonium is permanently under all curse systems, but he was about to be never, and he outgrew that because he chose to fuck over someone who was his past life. It is like a thing, like it's supernatural shit if it's curses and that. So I used to fall down the stairs because I was a klutz. I had a loving father and a loving mother who both loved me until I turned transgender. My father would keep forcing me in the closet because it was not fun for me to be a hermaphrodite, a girl, or male, because I was not aging and he knew, and my mom was allowed lies. She became abusive and beat and raped me even in the car doing this, and really touching herself in the car and then trying to touch me a lot. As a molestation thing, it is not considered because that'd be consensual, called avocado or Ron Con roaches. It's because when I was little, I used to play and pretend with slave games at my friends' houses as the slave. In this real scenario, I was raised one. It is my real life as the Sally character in Creepypastas with the pink dress. It is this exact outfit, but male. You don't get because you don't like creepypastas with the bleeding head. Okay, fine. Girls who clan me are forced into the same story. It's supernatural kinning. You don't listen, you get the story if it's creepypastas. And you won't get the outfits. You'll be in a maid thing that is not pretty. So in general, what it was and what it tends to be is the history is my brother was so pissed off I got to be a male over him as he was my replacement as a doppelganger thing for twins that he pushed me down the stairs saying the Dream Realm did it, ran back to his room, got high that he thought it did as a ritual to kill me, to turn me blonde hair and blue eyed that did not work and forced me into anorexia with a thing he set up for my cousin to do, which was kicking me in the chest 42 times as a martial artist black red ninja belt he lost as a purple status called Nari Nori. He just straight up was challenging me over card games and so pissed I would not be his friend that he kicked me up, threw me into the sky, and I was a pacifist so I couldn't stop him or I would kill him. And then he went like this to my chest and pushed me down, pummeled me. I knocked on his door thinking I was dying, and I passed into a coma for 10 years, and he was in the same coma and rewarded as a racist who stole my moves and cards as Jack Davenport. He was never once punished, even to this day with Garrett Milton Watts, who did the Holocaust, and they did it together as the Holocaust because I was pretty and male and they weren't, and I was hot. They then carved a skull on my face that I was bleeding over, and as soon as I got better, I barely walked up the steps, and then they both yelled at me a certain way I was deaf, and it startled me so much intentionally in a way they knew, and I don't still, because it's that level deaf and not hard of hearing, or this would be obviously a scream dot you can remove. No, I'm not hard of hearing, I'm deaf. You're stealing that halfway. Drop it, there's no subtitles to prove it. And I flung down, and the skull beat on my head, and there was a bloody drip, and so much so I was adopted to another family for a long time. They raised me as a boy, and they taught me to be numb to everything because possessions. For real. It was like they thought they lost me forever as my family. They called me Luke. They called me Avocadavadu. They called me Samael. They called me Satan. They will just give me evil names of gods. They were a really weird cult, though. They were a cult as a family. I just don't have a cult or this be fine. And what they did was they taught me to reinvent medicine, basically. Because Josh's group are not allowed as John Flightmaster because he's a coward who stole it. Yeah, if you ever stole, you're not allowed in the group. It's a possession thing with hands, and you're cursed and we're not, and we're the real family you once borrowed. And what it is it's because I have MPD, I'm not allowed to show because my mom thinks I'm possessed. And it was half of my face because I was now fully white with long blonde hair that was drawn in art brown with imaginary friends that are now in the room watching to see why I fucked up and wore the dress again. And it was scold, smiley faces, lying pedophiles, because evil gods, toys. And it was my imaginary shit where it makes me do this to remember it to cover half my face to be the bad brother I have. I am not a homunculus. This is important that I'm not a Siamese twin at the moment and chose not to call it. I just want to fuck you over by being owned. I'm allowed this thing. And those are the truths of the first two creepypastas I was, and the third I ever was called Klepto, who Luke was, but I've never seen the creepypasta fan art, and after him was Tiki Toby, and then after him was the Unsettling Android, which is not Hatsune Miku, but the master from Doctor Who is the doctor, but pink and gray like Baphomet, and evilly fucked in the head because he's time traveling to eat himself alive. Then the Rewind Man, then SCPIs in that order, and all the others were minor phrases of SCPIs you took. Goodbye.
And every few minutes his shoulder, arm or foot would twitch. Every bump that the car... Toby? She asked with a smile. Toby looked up at her and nodded. Nice to meet you, Toby. My name is Dr. Oliver. She put her hand out for him to shake, but hesitantly pulled away when she noticed his bandaged hands. Oh. She smiled nervously before clearing her throat and sitting in the chair across the table from him. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. But he wasn't going to kill him. That was it. The last thought he had before he fell into an idle state once the matches and gasoline before running out of the garage. Down.
So you just allowed horror stories if it really was just, oh, we kept trying to hurt the kid and he was trying to survive and run away. You are allowed that shit. It's what Tiki Toby usually was as a creepypasta. It happens again to me as Toby sometimes. It is like the point of it being Japanese you're scared of a lot.
T-girl, baby. We just reward we back. You wake up purple love potion. You said you want us color. We retarded blood color, Mulin. Her job cornbread. We promise. When to go blind trust now. My tool curse snap. I snap or suicide news love letters. Problem that Siamese twin bich. Well, what I do? Abracadabra. There's no context. You don't know. Well, we just give you context. It allow. It not work now. We prove context. It not work now. We prove context. You can't just have bullshit in our country. It's called Native America. You Morari, I Cherokee. I'm mad enough aside, by the way. It is totally fine. No fake hair allowed. No, that is Gajin. You want all cultures as fun game, racism, good, slave, good, Nazi, good, evil. You Native America, alt-right or really skinhead. We win deal. You call him Tiger Lily Pills. You bring him out of here. You all stole ancestor. You free from red pill. Ooh, natives real, mocking you to piss you off. Ivy, what is your gender? Evil voices as boys. I am the real retarded one. My name is Ivy. This is my voice as reveals of no freckle powers. I stole Otis, not me, not William as me, I stole his color. Haha, natives, goodbye. This has not been trick. It is our language, Native American. Chinook Enoch is a tiny sliver white man. You clearly racist cause you white man. Allow our racism as toy game is red eyes. We all under the ice in the back of the bus. Welcome to our color. It look like this shit totem pole. Find reveal evil. I real as Native America survive. You have one thing for black color. It are I. You have one thing for Norse. It yin only. Sor no allow blood color. We win nothing. Welcome trailer tears over. We come back as possession. We promise a purple love potion. It like only why not me curse? For real. Yeah, we native. Hello, we are the tribe Red Skin. Our cap, our skin. Red Cap Mermaid get borrowed forever. We promise, but allow women for real. Till puberty for real. Then until evil charity. We promise you can have tiny milk tea. Ay, 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 bandito real. We white man, no translation. Peace, love, and happiness, my home skillety biscuit. No one know what our magic color is. Black or ching chong as red. What are the special eyes, Mulin? Carlos blood color real, she say. The voices. That not what they really say. We paint dreams. We are Anakin's Tatooine. We paint dreams. Everything game till you color. It's real here. Stop being colonizer. You claim you ancestor brown. We lie. At Malpala, you not know cause you stupid. Welcome to tribe. We make you slave its good hold. Cause you get dragon. Cause sexy, evil, tenacious not. Welcome to tribe. Oh, my name is Apache Laoa. My name is Pocahontas Enged. I can do my job as Little Feather. Never split personality. This is really how you are to look at us. Or you are racist for this assumption of bowing. Paint black lip. Black lipstick every white man ever. Cowboy but me. Welcome, Lone Ranger me. So obviously Tonto now. I am real. You now no allow on neck, cause you give away name. It spell on you. 'Cause it woman, she, her, as evil now unless me gad, yes. Welcome to Native America. We are magic fantasy people real called abracadabra kikes. You can't just steal our shit to be hot. We are not all Pocahontas, that's who's talking.
And then we have a grunge compilation for Evil Evil Mauries. What? Because they sneezed and I was loud. Okay. Why? I married the queen. I did not know.
This is the mantra, this is my life. You're playing with now till the end of the night. Surrounded by fire, the passion ignites. A hidden heaven and hell.
Put a finger down, DID OSDD edition. Put a finger down if
Only me chosen one shit you be possessed. What? I Chief Little Feather, you not know.
I'm grateful, vile to the things she put you through.
Come home with me.
it's you.
It's me,
Orpheus.
Eurydice.
It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ran on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be back.
So yeah, no, I don't think I have an hypnosis hot. I have this real trauma only as to why I wouldn't be into it even then, but everyone else would assume that. No, you're just not allowed to assume that, because I'm also this creepypasta, and he just said it was fine on the phone, because a lot of them are on the phone, including Tommy Edison. They're meeting Tommy Edison Starstruck. I'm like, yay! I don't get it. He's just Tommy Edison. And they're like, oh, this is the problem with you, Samantha. And I'm like, oh, but this is now Chief Littlefeather. I converted. Okay, but you're not allowed, because Samantha. Okay, but Adam is really named now. Okay, but old friends with Samantha. Okay, she right, but they ain't. Okay. Because magic photo power of like bullshit when I was brown with braids real. Okay, so I mean that's the history of how I'm painted. So I guess that's today's lesson. Before we go, I'm gonna play some context clips from The Magician of Crons. This is how I did it with music. It is so easy until you lose music. The YouTube copyright system is not allowed to bully a magician's channel. This is technically that. I mean, I could just play my version for real.
I started as a nobody and grew up as a freak. My dad drank booze, my mom smoked pot, I had a poor physique. But now I'm running Gotham cause that bat's delirious. I shoot up all the good guys asking, why so serious? Can't read my, no they can't read my Joker face. Cause I'm a psychopathic killer. Can't read my, no they can't read my Joker face. I even killed the fat bus driver, one Kenobi. And yoga, I'm wearing black face pants. I'm wearing face pants. My name is Vader, I'm gonna blow up your world. I'm your dad, and I wear black space pants. Obi-Wan, I am the Dark Lord and I'll never be loved. I'm your dad, and I wear black space pants. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm wearing space pants. Yeah. The Jew hunters here, yeah, I'm smelling the fear. Some may call me cruel, but I got beat up in high school, so I take it out on every single Jew throughout Germany and France. Now I'm a real bad man, you're dead unless you somehow stop me, cause I'm
It's my choice that kids take my class, not preventing that.
On Tumblr as today we tackle Painted Green. No, Thomas Sanders is just a racist who tries to force me to bow as a money difference, falsely claiming Chinese ethnicity when white, by ethnicity of a light accent. Anyways, not today's post, but the first rule of strawberry milk tea as to why I made a system that allows his gender but does not allow for him, like me making Magic and Enoch to not allow in forward, but it's updates. as I rescind them, is the history of how the systems exist and operate, and here is your lecture from the creator of Magi. What is a forced kimono? Thomas Sanders tried to force me to wear at his house and tried to push me down to bow like my German Irish teacher Aaron Greenway and me at full Irish Scot, as Ginger at the moment with them. The history of why both of them would not be allowed in Tiny Milk Tea, Strawberry Milk Tea, Magic, or Enoch is this case, and with loopholes to talk to spirits of Brooms VR, they would see as painful hallucinations based on it System of Enoch chart, which is 4 videos I present to you as Systems of Enoch charts, is how this is delegated and designated. Placebo running up that hill. It would be Running Up That Hill by Placebo, the thumbprint this is, with the song and no animations causing Leviosa, not Levioso, for Elder Wizard, or Leviosa, which is accent magic banning him on racial prejudices to practice it in favor of his gender category female, but not woman, which would be broken by Tiny Milk Tea, Brooms VR, and Strawberry Milk Tea, if not for the accent of sweat flavor to it, via the rest of this chart as rules of all of it. Meaning, if you have ever forced a bow or done a bow, you cannot practice Magi. If you start on systems of your gender, unless a curse-based system on the Enoch stance of Purple Love Potion, aging into each other by stolen offerings, torn say-sos as gifts of the Sabbath's nobility as a ritual, or aging into each other, cleaning race roads by shared accomplishments, and creativity becoming victim over villain lest it be mixed with Santeria. As the key rule to all of these systems, forcing Red and Black outlawing his gender because he forced bows based on skin color, and so did Aaron Greenway, and they both cannot practice Magic or Enoch because of their gender, meaning they have both been false idols, thus revoking any and all systems until next eternity. Even if untrue of these people, it would be true in Strawberry Milk Tea unless they earned it, forcing a red and black and white or gray kimono on the black and white kimono. Leave the City, Truce, Two Place, 21 Pilots. Leave the City compilation is a lyrical song about boundaries and vessels in Magi, not Magic or Enoch, that formulates the rule of the systems. Of all of that as racial theory based on its lyrical verses and value. Thus, those with slanted eye prejudices who have stolen crowns or successfully forced officers, such as Thomas at my party, crashing it and crashing my wedding, drunk, forcing the Queen of England, my mother, to bow to a false idol of him. It revokes his ability to practice systems of my gender and Magi, applied to his gender, so he can, if ever updated, cast curses and bind through the Ford test alone any update, and lose sentences by the Sabbath bow, now forced unkept of purple love potions, which age you into heroes by binding lust and fixing mistakes into victimhoods. As like a Sabbath ritual on command by illusionary forces, if ever the marks of Odin and Vladimir Todd, watch this if it's in its Enoch chart, a Brete or a parasitic or paramedicias, and hallucinations outside Wiccan standard for Strawberry Milk Tea. Which is why Strawberry Milk Core, or which cores in its place as its polar opposite effect on men, meaning if you chosen the censor without German, Dutch kids' TV shows for demons for babies, you will have an anti-epidermal, anti-EpiPen, Baphomet London True Scum for the Cardiff to piss off Baby Max and Sam Collins, aimed at Laverna Cox as if a false idol we dealt with in this time period called Set of the Pyramids, or Laverne is a he-him lesbian, the false idol Paulina. As if you force people to bow no matter your rule or crown in Strawberry Milk Tea, and isn't a ring or a tattoo they wish to kiss by angst of racism towards you and your crown and country, and you are female in these ways. You are forced into extreme fetishisms of the race you forced to bow, because it is an Asian system of Magi, drawing on old China as ruled by Japanese districts with South Africa, influence of Abercrombie and Finch, with inspirations of Eugenia Cooney's emo music ballads of I'm So Lonely and So Sad covers, ever in existence because of who wrote lyrical censors. As a censor of it, should always be elder wizard, never a Coragua, or it's illegal to suggest. And it's ruled by the Rainbow Gate of Hitler and the sun and music of accent magic to piss you off. It's older male only systems until Ladybug eats it in French. As it's very mystically Asian. Oh, very fucking absurd, because Cat Black is a gamer girl. Her Thomas Edison is not Sanders and is a witch. Because Miku Binder and genuine fucking rules in that. And on that, no matter how silly that sounds. As beautiful yin yang of rainbow dashies to address Zen. Or it's like Pepe, the bad cartoon version, to keep Decker on Reddit and not 4chan, because chosen ones of all statues are in strawberry milk tea, but never Magic or Enoch or Elder Wizard, unless that one stupid person has its role shared only in updates to women, like groups outside of bows and rules governed literally by a lightsaber that is pink, wielded by Ganesha, the Native American spirit and Indian god, known as the Twin Sword, because of honest-to-God real fantasy implications taken seriously in our time period of Native America and in Magi. And it's worse for Brooms VR, because Brooms VR has a huge lying thing about intergravity governed by Hermetics popsicles of colors, and Bernie the dinosaur is this Carlos blood color Slytherin rule in a rape way towards most Hispanics, in a creepy thing about the face for Bandito of rape evolution for human genome. And we're not saying tiny milk tea, because honest to God, it is a scat fetish that is forbidden there. And brown and color palettes as to why Disney and Yu-Gi-Oh! Have that whites only rule.
You can even technically have scat as a magician of strawberry milk tea. You can have the gross poop play baking shit. You can't have it the second you want butterbeer from Harry Potter. I'm sorry, it would be like piss and everyone would be forced on it if you knew what you wanted. As Magi is different things of magic bullshit. It's different powers of nothing but powers. Okay, cool. What would happen if the world was forced to drink bad butter all the time and it was yellow and you liked that? Well, how do you even make it? I mean, that's a really big question. It's easy to show, but hard to explain. You just can't steal it. You can't, because everyone will be forced to eat actual excrement or chicken, and that's a really racism that happened to black people wanting it. She is just forced to, if she is mean to me as my mom, get relief by cleaning. She is so nice as my mom. She's just not good at parenting. That is all that's ever been wrong. She used to have a partner, and now she doesn't. You can't have strawberry milk tea bad out sushi. You can't have bad sushi. You can't have bad sushi. You can't just have bad sushi. Please just understand, Lolita. You are wearing it wrong. You do not know where it is from. It has not ever been from Sweden. That is a second later and an honor to it. You can just steal things. You can steal things. You are never going to see my Percy Jackson content. It is banned in a way that if you agree with that, this is the only sample you ever get of it. You would just kill to see the Ambrosia scene. Well, this is as much as you're allowed to see. You can just be a dick. You can just try to force shit. You can't just be evil. I'm just not going to let you see Annabeth in the movie. I know how to skip around videos. But she is a coward and a racist who agrees with you as to why I rarely see her in real life in this point of the story. Yes, because this is not her design, and you're assuming this is her design, and this is correct about the assumption. It never is. What did she do wrong? Well, she stole Miku's haircut. I mean, that's it. She just kind of raped until she was able to do it all. She did not care, and this was her doing it. It is so famous that she is a hated Pokemon character. Yes, she's allowed like the Nurse Joy character. It's like the thing with Pokemon. You wanted fantasy. Okay, let me show you what Butterbeer looks like. If you wanted piss play out of it, you have lost something stupid about humanity. Thank God we're not on the cursed flying culture they tried to spite me with. You're not allowed to enchant food unless they're in your system. Does he look like a greener? Does he look like a foreigner? Then you're really not allowed that shit. I'm sorry, I don't care what it wins you, unless you're the cute tacos and stuff I've been having. They're always allowed that shit, and they would have listened instantly and dropped out. Yeah, they would have. Let's see. Where's Harry Potter? That's my folder. You don't get to know why I say yes to Hispanics and Mexicans, even curse levels, and just reverse it. And I don't say yes to you because you white or Japanese. Yeah, I'm just from everywhere, Jose. That prove it to Japanese. It does I. I'm Cookie Monster Harry Potter Scream. This is actually canon to Pokemon and Harry Potter. This is canon. It's my art. I am the author of both groups. This is how I draw my mom as Hermione. I will animate the movie and release it, but I kind of want Dumbledore to play himself, and he sounds Scottish like racist. Hagrid, if you're cool with this, this is why we will just have this with Harry Potter. You have to let me have a racist who will rip it off. This is always the pitch. She will be this character, reborn, not counting again. You like Tonks, right? Good, I am Tonks. It doesn't count as me. It counts as the other Tonks. There's two of us. It's the problem. I'm on the left, she's on the right, and she has it racist, and I don't know why. And you are just to have extra Tonks. I mean, yeah, that is it. It's a concept in magic about curse still beautiful, but not counting as aging out to curses. Cat Black is only curse is. She's not the updates. Coffee systems are philosophy too. ContraPoints doesn't have a concept we will invent. And you can just have not Tonks. I mean, everyone hates not Tonks. It was justified the second you thought she might be Tonks. No, she picked on me as Tonks. Well, then why should she ever be allowed your haircut? She wasn't. She had a diet blonde and she was fine. You do not get shit. You do want shit. Okay, fine. This is why Morgan is allowed to copy me until my haircut is her. Only I do am blonde and most Galatée shit. Okay, anything if it originates in Galatée has that rule. You just not know. I link Pinterest in the description. Goodbye. This has been Magi 101 versus Magic versus Strawberry Milk Tea White Man.